Good evening, everybody. I bet you didn't expect to see my ugly mug again this soon after last night. I haven't even had a chance to set up for tomorrow lunchtime yet. Anyway, I'm doing this because Scott isn't feeling that well. He's had a headache all day long, so he sent me a message about 4:30 and asked if I'd stand in, which obviously I am doing. And I totally forgot that Richard the Beard is doing an Invade tonight at 9 o'clock. I've put the link in to Richard's Invade tonight. I've pinned it to the top of the chat in case after I finish you want to go over and watch Rich do his Invade. I'll just bring Mark in. I've got Mark in at the moment. I have sent the link out to a couple of other people, so we may have people coming in as we're going. We might not. We'll see what happens. Anyway, what am I doing tonight? I'll put Mark back in the background and put the overhead on. And I've got a piece of yew on the lathe tonight. A small piece. I'll just measure it and let you know. I think it's about 4.5 inches long. Yeah, about 4.5, and it's around about 4 inches deep. And I'm going to do a small bird's mouth bowl tonight. So I'll start getting set up, put a different tool rest on, and Mark can let me know what's happening in the chat.
Okay, right. From the participants list, we've got Andy H's for turning, Barry Chitty, Brian at Hartwood turning, Chris Spinningwood Dodger, Clive Rogerson, David Vaughan, Door 60, Doug Miller at Wood Spun Round, Douglas Mungham, Duncan the Curly Turner, Eric Winkler, Gerard the French Turner, Ian Leonard, James Crawford, James Wood Revival GB, Joe Senior, Kevin Howell, Lawrence Begaja, Martin of Woody's Creations, Radar the Wood Turner, Ruby Clare, Steve Ellis, Terry Bartlett, Redfoot Resin and Wood Creations, don't think I've missed everybody off the list. See if there's anyone else. Hi Ruby. Douglas Mungham. I think that's about it so far.
Grand. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for coming along. For those of you who were sitting waiting for Mike starting, he's not on tonight, by the way.
Yeah, Mike's not on, by the way. He's on Sunday instead. Ivy Woodshed's in. Hi, Andrew. Brent Beecroft's in. Psychonium Jojo's in.
Good evening.
Remember, folks, if you've got a question, you can start the question with "All hail the Wood Jedi." Thank you, Ruby. Or a couple of question marks, just so I don't miss it. Steve Ellis wants to know, will the Wood Jedi be using a scraper and a skew?
No. And no, I think no. Mike was going to be using a parting tool and a scraper.
David Bedman's in. Hi, David.
I'll use my shorter rest on this, I think, for the moment.
Don't forget, folks, if you like what Wayne does, smash the thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing and press the notification bell. And at the top of the chat is the link for the Beard 16's Invade tonight. And in the description for the video is Wayne's link for his Buy Me a Coffee. if you want to make a donation to support the channel. And there's also 2 other channels linked in the description: Makers International Podcast and the Virtual Graph Weekend. Go over and check those out. Charlie Taylor's in.
Good evening.
Charlie's asking, how long is the rest, please?
This one is 6 inches.
John S. Carston's joined.
Hi, John. Let's just have a check on the size of that tenon.
There's a new name, Spider Spid. Hello, Spider Spid.
Good
Welcome
evening.
along.
One more cut on that and it should be okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. Start getting some shape into this now.
Don McKee's joined.
Hi, Don.
Hi, Don. Lawrence Brigage is in. I would have said him before, actually. Pat Cummins has joined. Hi, Pat. Robert Lapsley's joined.
Evening, Bob.
75 watching, Wayne.
Excellent. Thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated.
We're turning by Barry's here. Hi, Barry.
I didn't get this exactly central, so one side will still have some bark left on it, I think. But not to worry.
Benjamin's joined, and he says, woohoo, Wayne's doing a live, a rare occurrence.
I only save them for special occasions.
Guess what, Ben? He's back at lunchtime tomorrow. Mark Ballantyne has joined. Hi, Mark. Barry Chitty's in. Hi, Barry. Ruby's asking, is the wood green, please, Wayne?
No, it's very dry, Ruby. And it's quite hard as well, which is why when I'm going in on this cut here, it's I'm going right in on end grain, so it's a wee bit hard.
Bob Lapsley says, I'm beginning to think you've locked Scott up and only bring him out to earworm.
Sorry, I missed that, Mark.
Bob says, I'm beginning to think you've only locked Scott up and you only bring him out to earworm.
Right, I'll come back and refine this shape. I think probably after I get it into the chuck. Just want to get this finished up here.
Stephen Mattington, Wood Dude. Hi, Wood Dude.
In fact, what I'll do, I'll put it into the chuck now, and that way I can get everything done. It'll be held more securely.
Well done, Gerard. Gerard, the French turner, says he's hit a milestone. He's just passed the bar of 200 on Instagram.
Very good.
Well done, mate.
Bring up the tail stock just to make sure that's in the center, which it is.
Pete from Twisted Trees has joined and he says, hey, Scott, I mean Wayne, Mark and everyone else, just in from the workshop. How you doing,
Good evening,
Pete?
Pete.
Douglas Mungham has a question.
Yeah.
All hail the Wood Jedi. When you do your coloured bowl platters, what is the bottom angle, centre to outer edge, please?
Coloured bowl platters.
Do you mean the angle of the bottom of the platter up to the edge? No, I'd have said there's no real fixed angle, just whatever looks good.
Yeah, I just tend to make a nice simple curve. That's what I tend to do. Just a nice simple curve on mine.
There's no real fixed angle for those sort of things, Douglas. It's
you can.
Whatever's pleasing. You can do it geometrically, but
you can do it geometrically. You can use. I'll not be able to find this now. I just saw the bloody piece of chain the other day. No, it's not where I thought it was.
The thingy curve.
Yeah,
French
the thingy curve. There it is.
Sets in. Die zombie wood turner.
Oh bloody hell! It's a mile long. This piece of chain.
That's goblet you did the other night, Zed. I did watch.
Right. Where's the camera? So what you can do is use a piece of chain just to put out the type of curve you like. But to tell you the truth, like I said, I like a nice simple curve when I'm doing those things, because the detail when I'm doing the coloured platters and dishes and things like this, the detail is all in the colouring.
Pete says, I think Douglas Mungham means, hey Wayne, turn the lathe off to make the live stream last more than 20 minutes. No, Pete, we're on the clock tonight. Got to be finished by 9.
Have a look how I'm doing on that. Oh, still a bit more to go yet.
I tend to go with Wayne on this one. I follow Wayne's advice. If it looks good, it probably is. If it's pleasing to the eye.
How's that looking? That's it. I've got it right up to the bark there now. That's where I was wanting. Start refining this a wee bit more. Bring the tool rest in. Don't want to get the tool rest too far away. Make sure that's not hitting. Doesn't matter if the bark comes off. Some people get fixated with that type of thing. I don't tend to. Just going to refine this curve a wee bit. Do for that.
Yeah, Douglas, I know what you mean, but again, there's no real fixed. It would be almost impossible to say there's a fixed degree for that curve. It literally is dependent on the size of the blank, how big the dish in the middle Wayne wants it to be, and just how it looks when he turns it. Wayne will have an idea in his head before he starts. He'll try to achieve it, but it's just how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, and it all depends on the thickness of the wood and the diameter of the wood as well.
Yeah. Watch my live on Monday night, Douglas. I'll be doing one in that style. It's a homage to Wayne.
Oh.
I dare say Wayne will be there in the background telling me how to do it. Bonsoir, Lino. Natalia De Leo's in. Bonsoir, man.
Good evening. Let me just move that out of the way a second. I'm going to bring the tail stock away so I can get the tool rest out of the way as well. Do you hear that, Mark? That no squeaky.
I didn't hear a thing. PTFE spray from Lidl's, people. If you have a Lidl's near you, they have PTFE spray in stock at the moment. In the middle aisle, $2.99 a tin. 91 watching, Wayne.
Oh, my life. Thank you very much for coming along, guys. I know this one was short notice. And I know Mike was going to be on tonight as well, but obviously something's come up with Mike, and Scott isn't feeling that grand.
Colin Izzard says he got a tin of PTF spray for. It's easy for me to say. PTFE spray from Lidl's this morning.
Well, I didn't actually know they were on sale in Lidl's until this morning. It was actually Ellie Two Meadows that put a comment in my in last night's video, because obviously I was talking about the bed bars and everything last night, and she put a comment in saying that they were on sale at Lidl's. So seeing as how Jane was going out today, I said pop in and grab a couple of cans, which she kindly did.
What was that you just sprayed on there, please, Wayne?
That was acrylic. Sorry, hang on, wait till I show you. Get back on the overhead. Chestnut Products acrylic sand and sealer.
Cool. No, Matthew, not yet. It might be a summer purchase.
What's that?
A beer helmet. Question from Spider Spit to me. He says, forgive my ignorance, I'm very much a newbie, but who are you, Mark, and what's your channel? My name's Mark. I'm one of the many earworms that frequent the wood turning lives, and my channel is The Gentleman Wood Turner. I do a live most Monday nights, and you will see Wayne there as one of my earworms.
And if you're very lucky and you fancy a laugh, that's a link I should have bloody put in. Get the link for Makers tomorrow night, please, Mark.
Yeah.
Steve from SK Crafts, once a month, does a Makers quiz. There are two teams. There's me and Huey Lionheart, who's a bit of a all-rounder, but does a lot of metal work. We're on one team. And usually it's Lewis the Klondike Craftsman and Joe Senior, who is Glyn Senior's wife. Glyn makes Yorkshire Grit. On the other team, sadly, Lewis can't be with us this week because of work commitments. So we've got Brian from Heartwood Turning, who's out there in the chat. We've got Brian standing in for Lewis this month. It's usually a good laugh. Steve's lovely wife, Nikki, makes up the questions. Mark is the adjudicator. All Steve does is ask the questions. He usually gets them mixed up anyway. That's all he does. Mark is the adjudicator, and usually he makes up the questions for people out in the chat. And it's a good laugh. And I just tend to sit there and look grumpy all night.
To be honest, I haven't seen Jo in the chat. She takes it very, very seriously because she's quite competitive.
She is.
Everybody agrees that she is. Jo is the only one who says she isn't. She's going to pop up in the chat now. You watch.
So there we have the outside done. I'll just check this is still tight.
Thank you, Spiderspit. I can see you've just subscribed to my channel. Appreciate it.
Change over the tool rest again. I'm putting the longer tool rest on just in case I need to move the tool about.
Is she in?
Is she in?
Oh, God. Oh, crap.
there's an ongoing thing. There's an ongoing thing with Mark and Joe, and up to now, he is going to get beaten up something chronic.
Oh, so suddenly I've got to go.
I'll carry on using this tool. Oh, I'll take the elbow pointy thing out. How are we doing on time, Mark?
26 minutes gone. 34
Grand.
minutes left. Dixie Shed's joined by Jigsy.
Evening, Jixie.
You can go off, people, Natalia. Careful. This is Marcus the gentleman bowl dancer in a pink tutu. That's only once. It was for a good cause. Pete wants me to read out polytetrafluoroethylene because he doesn't think I can say it.
And if anybody doesn't know what polytetrafluoroethylene is, that's PTFE.
He's just testing me. Polytetrafluoroethylene. See? I said it twice for you, Pete.
Just need to sharpen this gouge. Excuse me a second.
He's creeping now. Lionel. I know. Doesn't stop me putting you in timeout, though, if I want to. Gav Saday's joined. Okay.
Hey, Gav. No, that's better. It cuts.
Oh, funny that.
I think what I'll do is drill this out.
James.
What's James saying?
He's trying to get me to say polytetrafluoroethylene 3 times.
All right.
If I wanted to say polytetrafluoroethylene 3 times, I could, but I don't, so I won't. Mark Ballantyne's said, "You did better than me, Mark. I've been trying to pronounce that poly word for the last 5 minutes."
I'm going to turn the speed down again to around about 500. Just under. While I drill this out. I'm going to check that distance again. That doesn't look right.
No, you're a bit off.
It is right.
Was it? Looked
Yeah.
a bit long.
Well, we'll find out. As well as having a bird's mouth, it might have a bird something else as well.
Alfred 521628 is in. Hi, Alfred. He says, looking good, Wayne. Thank you for sharing your knowledge.
Thank you.
Don't forget, folks, pinned at the top of the chat is Beard 16's Invade for tonight, coming up at 9 o'clock. And in the description of this video are the links to Makers International, Virtually Crafty, and Wayne's Buy Me a Coffee link. So if you like what Wayne's doing, feel free to buy him a coffee, which is actually buying him a red wine. And all the pennies that he gets from that go back into the channel to making it a better experience for everybody. If you're not already subscribed to Wayne's channel, consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you'll get notified every time Wayne puts content up or he goes live, which is pretty much every day of the week. Oh, hi, Joe. How are you, Joe? Love you, Joe. Has anyone ever told you you're lovely?
God, he's such a suck at times, this man. I want to check this again.
You're taking it to the outer edge of that tall rim.
I am. Right, I'm going to come back a bit. I'll leave a bit of depth in the bottom. Just to be on the safe side.
Or you lot in the chat, shut it. That's all I'm going to say.
They're getting you into bother, Mark.
Joe, don't you listen to them, whatever they said. Whatever they say, it's all lies. You know me, Joe, I'd never say anything derogatory.
There we go.
You buggers.
What are they saying now, Mark?
Let's see. Martin at Woody's Creation says, Joe, don't back the video up 10 minutes. Duncan, the curly donor, he's been calling you something chronic. Brian, you missed how he was talking earlier. Robert Lapsey said, Mark's just saying you've been busy reading your encyclopedias. And Wood turning by Barry saying, Mark, run. Okay, I'm a dead man.
Yeah.
Nothing, Joe. I've been saying what a fantastic, wonderful person you are.
Sorry about the noise.
Not that bad, to be honest.
Let's see what it's like with a different colour on there.
She's got to catch me first before she can beat me.
You know, it's just the same. and see if one of the carbide cutters is a bit better than that.
Thank you, Ruby, for the offer. Ruby said I can come to Canada if I want to hide. She's got a spare lathe or two. The only problem with that, Ruby, is you live in the only country in the world I'm not allowed in. Don't ask people, it's too complicated.
Don't know why I'm getting all this vibration on this.
Ryan says I could always hide in the north of Ireland. No, thank you. I'd rather take a beating.
Right. I will find a tool that doesn't make everything squeak.
Andy Llanelli, Posh Firewood Greens in. Hi, Andy.
Hi, Andy. I'm doing something wrong here. None of these tools are cutting properly.
You sure your lathe's not in reverse?
I'm certain it's not in reverse.
Thank you, Andy.
That one's cutting a hell of a lot better.
18 minutes to go, Bane.
Okay.
Radar's having a go. See you later, Radar. Oh yeah, Martin at Woody's Creations. He's got a really good suggestion. He says,
What's
Mark,
that?
you could always come up to Yorkshire and hide out here. Somewhere on the coast would be nice. Do you know where Jo lives? Like, I'm gonna go closer to where she is. She's gonna kill me.
That's it. That's what I was wanting.
That was on purpose, folks.
Oh, yes, that was on purpose. I meant to do that.
It wasn't an accident.
I just got a little bit at the bottom to clean out, but now I can see what I'm doing. There we go.
Nice. I like that.
I'll just give that a quick sand on the bird's mouth. Oh, what happened there? I've just spilled bloody dye all over the place. Must be leaking out of somewhere. Grand, put a bit of sand and sealer on that, and on the inside.
Glenn's in. Hi, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn. Right, this is going to be a nice move. I'm using the grit again, like I did on the outside. So I'm just going to put a wee bit around the lip here and see if I can watch me fingers while I'm doing this. Turn the speed down.
Andy H was for turning says, "Don't worry, Wayne. The die won't get to the floor." No, I'm not singing again.
Turn the speed up a bit. Watch your fingers when you're doing this, guys, if you want to do this. It can get a bit painful if you slip. And again, I'll just finish that off with some microcrystalline wax. I'll stick some more on the outside.
Oh, for hands that feel pity can be soft as your face. Light brown, Yorkshire gritty.
That was the speeded up version, by the way.
Yeah, sorry, I was told to sing or I was sacked.
Hey, I've been sacked for less than that. Right, I'm just putting it back on the main camera again. I don't know if I got a gift today from my good friend Jamie Page. Jamie bought me a new t-shirt.
See if anyone in the chat gets it. Awesome. Change camera.
Oh, change camera. Right, what we're doing on time?
11 minutes. 10 minutes.
11 minutes. Okay. I don't know if I've got anything to go into this layer that'll fit in there.
Zed got it. Why am I not surprised that Zombie Woodturner got that t-shirt?
I'm hoping this is going to grip, and it does. I have to take a bit off that so it'll fit in. No, bit more. There we go. Change over tool rest again, put the short tool rest back in so I can get into here just to finish off doing this.
Dixie's got to go.
Taking this tenon off. See you, Jigsy. Thanks for coming in.
Cool, look at that running true as you like. Eric's got to go. See you later, Eric.
Cheers.
Alfred's asking what's causing that noise. It's just a bit of vibration from the jam chuck.
Well, the little bit of noise, there's a bit chipped out of here, which is why it's hitting a wee bit of air. All right.
6 minutes.
6 minutes, 6 minutes. I suppose I could finish it there. I'll just get this, see if I can get in with this detail gouge. That'll do. And right, let me get rid of some stuff here, then I'll be with you back on the main camera. That's it done. A small bird's mouth bowl out of yew, finished with Yorkshire grit and chestnut product microcrystalline wax, with a purposely put hole in the side. There you go, guys.
Nice.
And then turn it around the other way and you've got the void in there.
It's like a bird's mouth vase with a bird's hole in the side.
Yeah, he's on a diet.
Yeah.
So that's it. I'll just bring Mark back just to close up. So remember, guys, top of the chat, there's the pinned link to the beard who's on in 5 minutes. So I'm going to finish this off quickly and shoot off in the house so I can watch him. And I will see you all there. Thanks very much, everybody, for coming in. Very much appreciated. I'll be back at lunchtime tomorrow, and I've got no idea what I'm doing. Just the same as usual. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.